Welcome to Wild West Garage. We're outside the garage and standing in front of this 1994 GMC 3/4 ton with a camper on it. I just bought this rig, so let's take a look at it. So like I said, it's a 94 GMC 3/4 ton long box, extended cab. It's got 141,000 kilometers on it. I'm the second owner. And seems like I'm not the only one that wants to do some talking today. You can hear those crows in the background, or ravens I guess they are. They seem to like this area. I think they like this old cherry tree here, and they're mad because I'm standing out here. So anyways, too bad for them. Anyways, I bought this camper about a week ago. And for some of you who've been following the channel, you know that I just got back from a 6-week cross-Canada trip, and I've got a few more videos in store on that adventure, but I don't have a whole lot of time right now to get into that, so I just thought I'd make a quick video on this camper. So we borrowed a ProMaster van to go across Canada. Some friends of ours graciously offered it to us, so we jumped at the opportunity to travel in I guess you call relative luxury in that vehicle. And so all the way home, we basically, well, I should say all the way home, but quite often on the way home we talked about getting a van and converting it ourselves just the way we want it. But we quickly realized that well, for one, buying a empty van shell is not as easy as you think. They're hard to get and they're expensive, and when am I going to have time to do a van conversion? So that just kind of wiped that out right there. So we started looking around for truck campers, because I've got this old Dodge here and it can easily haul a truck camper. It's got a Cummins in it, but it needs a lot of work. It needs brake work, it needs exhaust work, it needs window seals. It's a lot of wind noise. It's hard to carry on a conversation inside that truck. And so we spotted this camper online, and it was a package deal. So you could either buy the camper for $7,000 or the truck for $3,000. I ended up getting the whole package for $9,500. And so watch the video. I'll give you a view of everything in the camper. I'll do a little review on the truck, and then tell me if you think I paid too much or didn't pay enough maybe. So let's get into it here. So I'm going to save the truck for last, because I think that's probably of greater interest to most people. So that way you could just jump to the end if you want. But anyways, this camper is a 1999. It's a Slumber Queen. I don't know if I mentioned I'm the second owner of the truck and the camper. So the fella that we bought this rig off, he's 88 years old. He's a local guy, just lives like 2 minutes down the road actually. And he bought it brand new. Bought the truck brand new in '94, bought the camper brand new in 1999. So this is just the way I got it. I'd done a little bit of work on the roof. There were some issues with some seals on the skylight. So he built and engineered these stairs. And gravel truck going by. So it's pretty clever. He's got this, I haven't tried it yet, but he's got this handrail that folds up, and he's got a clamp, and it clamps on here and it attaches to that somehow. So, you know, elderly couple, they so some mobility issues, I suppose, which we all face in our old age. So this camper is basically as I purchased it. We haven't really had a chance to get in here and do anything with it yet. So it's got a queen size bed up here. It's got a little bit of a soft spot right in the corner there, which is, to to be expected for a, it's almost, so it's a 24-year-old camper. And it's got, came with some stuff, you know, it's got, and here's all the paperwork on the rig, all the manuals. You know, this came with some came with some containers and whatnot. We just haven't had a chance to go through all this stuff yet and get rid of what we don't want. You know, some cups, some plates, trivet. You know, some of the stuff we'll keep, some we'll get rid of. It's got a little compartment up here. It's empty. Another one over there. Lots of room on the side of the bed to store stuff. Little cubbies up there. Little compartment down here. Just your typical truck camper, right? Storage up there. Big fridge. It's a propane 110 fridge. It does have a solar panel. And it looks like the battery is at 14 volts, which is good. The sun's shining. Just a maintainer for the battery. It's not big enough to really depend on for power. And there's me. And this is the head. Just nothing special about it. Just your basic shower toilet combination, which is nice. It's nice to have your own place to take a shower. As we found out on our travels, the camper we were using was completely self-contained. Had everything you need, and we could run on that thing unplugged for 3 days before we had to plug it in or start the generator. Everything worked fine for 3 days. So this this camper has a skylight, which kind of got a love-hate thing going with it. My wife likes it at first. She likes everything bright, but it's just another hole in the roof for me. I actually had to, I took the original skylight off and put a sheet of 1/4 inch plexiglass over the top of it, just because it was super thin stuff. It was looking like it was pretty old and it could easily break, so I got rid of that, and it was leaking, so I sorted that out the other day. Don't know what that is. The fridge is a little grungy, but you know, they get that way when they're sitting around. And I actually have the identical fridge in another RV on the property, which has cleaner racks and everything, so I'll put those in. So anyways, that's enough of that. We'll jump down and have a look at the truck. So I was kind of sitting on the fence, you know, when I initially saw the ad for this rig, thinking I would just buy the camper and leave the truck there. But once I saw this truck, I thought, no, there's no way. I just gotta have it. It's a 94. It's super clean. It's got a little dent there, little tiny dent there, you know, and it's showing its age a little bit, you know, but it's really in really good shape overall. Another little thing right there. I mean, he used it, right? You know, when he wasn't hauling the camper, he you know, got some kids yelling. Oh, my son's calling me. Hey, Evan. Okay, talk to my son. Well, the school kids went screaming by here, so now we can get back to the truck. So yeah, so and then apparently he rubbed a power pole a little bit here one day. I think I'm going to try and pull that out, actually. I think I can pull that one out, more or less. And there's a little, here comes that gravel truck again. A little denter here. But, you know, as far as I can tell, this is all original paint on this thing. I don't see any indication that it's been painted at any time. I mean, I may discover some indicators at some point, but it looks completely original to me. This thing I'm not too crazy about. I mean, it's a bug deflector, stone guard, whatever you want to call it. But look, you see all the crap that gets caught in behind it. It's kind of, I guess it's cleanable, but I'm going to try and clean it out of there. So anyways, yeah, the truck's nice. Decent tires on it. Take a look at the interior. I'm not too thrilled about where this plug-in is. Anyways, it is what it is. It's there. I wouldn't have drilled a hole in the side of the cab of my truck, but yeah, look at the interior. Really nice. It's got a little tear here. Not even a tear yet. It's just a little bit fatigued, delaminated. But yeah, the seat's in good shape, and it's got a 5-speed transmission. It's got the low first and then an overdrive, which I really like. I really like that. It just I like shifting gears. It's got a tilt column. It's got the cassette deck, the drink holder tray thing. I think that's pretty much it for options. Oh, it's got the deluxe gauge package, I guess. It's got the tack, all the gauges. And it's got a plethora of cassette tapes. This all came with it. Let's see what we got here. The Judds, Loretta Lynn, 16 golden country songs. Original all-time country hits. Patsy Cline, Sweet Dreams. I believe that's the soundtrack from the movie about Patsy Cline. Rita McNeil. I think she's a Canadian. Yeah. Why doesn't it go back in there? Anyway, Country Heat 4. Yeah, just Stompin' Tom. There's an iconic Canadian right there. Doesn't have his picture on here, but if you don't know who Stompin' Tom is, you don't know much. Kenny Rogers and Roger Whittaker. And there's a few more tapes up there, but you know, this was worth buying the truck just to get this, as far as I'm concerned. Back seat, spare belt, yeah, digital ohm meter that went with the package. See what else. Got the owner's manual. It's got a Beaver Lumber can opener, bottle opener combo. So this guy worked at a building supply called Beaver Lumber. Actually, it was called Butler's, and then it got bought out by Beaver Lumber. Anyways, my dad was a house builder, so Jim, the fellow that owned this truck, he knew my dad, so that was kind of neat. And like I said, it's got 141,000 kilometers on it. So what's that, like 100,000 miles maybe? You do the math. Running boards, probably installed at the dealership. I used to install these. Fun times, especially on a, you know, the continuous running board, trying to get them to line up. That was always fun. It's got airbags. It's got the valves right there for the airbags. Yeah, so just one tank, one fuel tank. Got the big mud flaps. You can see those. I guess he had a boat too that he towed. I'm not interested in boats. I didn't see a boat, but I'm just assuming. And of course the big West Coast mirrors, or camper mirrors. I guess they're not West Coast because they don't go up here. West Coast mirrors come off the top of the door, right? So yeah, let's take a look at the engine compartment. your standard TBI 350, dual batteries. That one's disconnected because it's dead. But this is an unmolested engine compartment on a 94 GMC. It's got this little doodad here. See if it works. It says push. That's how you turn it on, I guess. Yeah, look at that. It does light up, but I believe this comes out of here. Oh, there we go. Yeah. It works until you take it out of there. So I'm going to pull this thing up to the shop and get the pressure washer out and clean it up a bit. So yeah, like I said, let me know what you think. Did I pay too much? Did I get a deal? Or is it just right? Thanks for watching. See me next time.